Sam's a fuck. He's all tight. He's like, I hate poop. Fucking fuck poop. Comes in here privately. He's like, what? I never said what.
Yeah.
Now when you're face to face with the guy, all of a sudden you're fucking.
Brian, you're projecting this. That's exactly what you did. You fucking piece of shit.
Well, I'm trying to defend you, Pooh. This is why I don't help you out on anything.
This is not. No. It's the opposite, Brian. It's the opposite. You know why I don't want your help? Because you never offer it genuinely.
I am offering
I'm a
it
piece
right
of shit.
now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit. You are. You're
stepping
stupid.
Fucking retard, dude.
Yeah, go play Rust for 4 hours and fucking mine a rock. Shut up, dumbass.
So you guys ready to start the podcast?
That would suck though, to not be able to take a shit and then look back at it and say, "Whoa, you guys know what I'm talking about."
Ooh, oh.
Show me your asshole right now.
Yeah, right now.
Okay. I was just hoping I'd see a little poo come out, but nothing came out. I mean, it's still pretty good.
It doesn't look like Poop's ever touched that asshole. That thing looks fresh out the factory, that asshole is.
You guys don't have to be worried about me.
I'm not gonna let my guard down now that you're uncummed and in the woods with me.
I have wet dreams almost every night, so it's really not.
And this sweet Dunkin' Donuts TM latte.
No, that is a Chick-fil-A vanilla iced coffee. I know what I'm looking at.
If it's vanilla, why it look brown?
First they handed me a
syrup.
Yeah, they handed me a Coke, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I squeezed it right in the kid's eyes. And normally I'm like,
as it was in his eyes, he goes, "You're my pleasure, sir."
Yeah,
it was my.
I'm so sorry, sir. Yeah, no, normally I like when waiters and stuff fuck up, I'm just too like I just don't say anything. I just like,
and then you wait outside next to their car at night for their shift to be over.
Yeah,
but the
guy
guy
for a while. Yeah, I get to know them a little bit better.
You track the whereabouts and movements of their significant others and family
what
members.
Makes them tick? Things like that. Their vices. Yeah. No,
we didn't even start it yet.
14.
Yeah, it's weird. Chick-fil-A gets away with like child labor. Have you noticed
I thought we were doing the clap. What's happening?
Oh yeah, 3, 2, 1.
There you go. That was all wasted food. You wasted all of that.
Wasted.
That
I was just like, that's just what happened this morning.
He can sync the clap.
Okay. That's why I was trying to. Okay,
Yeah.
Anyways, I just wanted to get a little foreplay before we go.
No, we don't do foreplay.
Podcast.
Yeah, no.
I missed half of you guys.
So Poob and I were talking, and Poob's in this situation because he wants to do 10 podcasts a month. I think he was talking.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. That was also a joke. I hate how I have to say. I'm gonna have to start like prefixing every one of my.
Get a picket sign.
This is a joke.
This is a joke. Yeah.
On the other side, I twist it. It says "retard," and I can use them for 2 different.
By the way, ever since
it's multi-purpose.
Ever since I've had you two on here, my usage of the word "retard" has gone up like 180%.
It's
really Poob. I think he's the one that.
No, it's not.
He's a bad influence on me and you, Brian. This is horrible. Before him, we were good old church boys.
Yeah, we were just talking about.
Certainly, you guys are making me say it.
We literally. No,
I got reformed for a while.
We read Bible verses all on podcasts. We read Bible verses and we talked about video games. Exactly what this is supposed to be about.
And then
talk about retard.
And then you came in here and all this retard talk.
I called the kid Chick-fil-A a retard earlier.
That's the first thing he said.
No, I'm serious. Like, I think it was the that last episode you were in. STALLTT said he had to cut out. You said it like so many times in one 5-minute segment. You kept saying the R word.
Yeah,
it's not funny.
It's not funny, and it's offensive to all of our viewers because they're all retarded.
Yeah.
They're like, that's
yeah, they don't know
what
are they going to do? Understand me? They're retarded.
What the fuck?
I love the. Okay, never mind. I won't talk about it.
Yeah, don't even talk about it. Anyways, okay. No. Wait, hold on. We have to do like an intro thing. What is this, episode 35?
No.
I think.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Welcome to Forehead Fables, episode 35. Poob is back from his vacation. Yesterday, I I went on Aqua's fucking podcast thing. Have you been on that, Poob?
No, they asked me once, and I said, "Hey, I'm already on a podcast."
Yeah,
fucking back up! I said, "I have to run this by Sam."
At his monitor.
Yeah, he fell backwards and cracked his head open, and then I went on him hard.
For some weird reason, he never asked me.
That is weird, right? No, I was on his podcast. They've added another square to that fucking thing. So there's like 8 people that are hosts on that podcast. And
who else was
Z-Chump's on Z-Chump's on there now. Yeah. So they've added the guy with the creepy voice. And then and I show up,
scary demeanor.
I kind of invited myself, to be honest, because they were talking about how they finished this nice layout for all of them. And then they added a face and it was me. And so they're like, well, the layout's not going to work now. But I show up and they hit start. And then silence falls upon everybody. And it was very awkward for about 90 seconds.
Jesus Christ, 90 seconds.
Yeah, it was just, everybody's just like, like shuffling papers and shit. And I'm like, do you guys just want me to like do this? And they were like, yeah, because it's Aqua and the Asperger fellas. Like, that's what the name of that podcast should be. And so I basically, everything we're going to talk about today, I've already talked about on Aqua's podcast.
So you're just going to like remake it?
I'm just going to redo it. Yeah.
Wait, are you like are you a regular
I call
now?
Z-Chum.
No, we have to hurry up though and get this out before Aqua's podcast. So then it looks like that one. It looks like that version of me is copying this version of me.
Okay, cut this out.
Cut this out. Yeah.
You should have written a script of everything they said. Then Brian and I could have like used their words. Also.
Yeah. Give all the shit that Brian wouldn't say to Brian. So it just sounds really weird coming from him. Yeah.
How were you today? You're my friend.
Congratulations on 1 million subs, family.
Yay! Yeah.
Wow.
No, Z-Chum's a good guy. Sturdecky's a good guy. Kings is a guy.
I like this guy's.
And Aqua's cool.
Kings is a good guy.
Kings is a good guy.
Aqua is a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
he seems like a schemer. You know
he does.
It seems like there's something behind his demeanor.
Yeah, my voice cracked earlier too, so it's just further proof that we're going through puberty. We'll be there.
Yeah. Second growth spurt. I've been trying to get one for a while. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe my beard could grow if I hit one too. And I wouldn't just look like a fucking
You have
idiot.
an awfully symmetrical little goatee thing going on there though.
Thanks.
Like when I don't shave, mine is just like it's just
around. Do you go on Tinder?
Yeah.
How much gash have you gotten with that sweet setup?
Please don't call it gash.
Well, that's what he calls it.
It's the holiday season. Don't call it gash.
He calls it gash grabbing. He's like,
we call it hole during the holiday season.
Frothing at the gash.
we call it
but
we call it a flesh stocking.
Not good. It's not, my ratio, my KD on there is not good.
Yeah.
But it's also like what am I gonna do anyway? I don't want to invite anyone over or go out to bars because it's
Poob, if you're trying to drop that psychopath image that we gave you, don't refer to your Tinder hookups as your KD ratio.
I couldn't think of another word, dude. That's less psychopath, more just like gamer,
real
dude.
Dry spell on Tinder. My KD's really lacking.
Yeah, I'm thinking about cheating. I'm thinking about hacking. Just putting fake pictures up.
Poob's been sending bitches. They keep telling him, "I like the stuff you're stocking this Christmas," and then he shows it. Yeah. He sends a dick pic with a little bow tie wrapped around it.
I just like
it doesn't work.
I don't even know why I'm on there. Nothing happens ever. Like,
have you tried unconventional approaches?
Yeah.
Well, I probably should try conventional approaches.
No. Unconventional. Get this. It's the time of the year, right? It's Christmas time. Women love men that are in the Christmas spirit. So find a woman you like, climb up on her roof, shimmy down her chimney, and break an enter into her house and loom over her as she sleeps.
You look so beautiful when you sleep.
Just like Santa Claus. It's a very romantic story, the way Santa Claus comes into your house.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
take a picture of her out her window and then just Photoshop a crosshair on it and be like, I'm watching you.
Yeah.
That'll really get her going.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah. Why'd you ask, Brian?
I don't know. Okay. Well, actually, I have a new question. Why is your headphones half on?
Yeah.
Because
why are those Bose trademark noise canceling headphones?
Normally, you guys just can't see it. I have this one off.
If
I have them both on, I can't hear myself very well, and I talk like a deaf person. I'm like, ooh, am I right, guys? Deaf people fucking suck. Am I right, guys?
Brofist. I hate the deaf.
No.
Honestly, fuck deaf people.
The word
There's
retard and then make
this.
fun of deaf people. This is supposed to be a family-friendly podcast.
I know.
Come on.
I know, and my family's gonna find this one day.
Yeah,
it's gonna be horrible.
By the way, while you were gone on your trip, they banned the word blind playthrough on Twitch.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, you can't.
They didn't.
Yeah, you can't say blind playthrough because all the blind people that watch Twitch and then they see it.
All the fucking play out. They like gaming content.
Prolific numbers of blind people that watch Twitch in droves. They get upset when they see the term blind playthrough.
Have you?
Yeah, they don't click on that link.
Have you seen a blind person in real life, like more than once in real life?
Yeah.
Okay, dude. I probably already talked about this before my internship. I don't think I'd ever seen a blind person in real life, just like walking around. They are everywhere in Minneapolis because it's like, I guess no, it's a blight. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's just like it's a really accessible city, and like they were on my teams and stuff. They're coding like a million times better than I ever will. And they're just like, looking off in the distance, doing their little thing.
That has to be a superpower to create
incredible.
It's
create a user interface while not being able to see your final product.
Dude, I don't get it.
They're not legit blind. They're like one of those people that have like
no, they are legit blind.
Vision.
They walk like being a blind painter.
They walk around.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
a lot of blind people aren't like they're blind, but they're like it's just really impaired vision.
I would go up to them. I'd check them all the time. They're either stone cold or they're actually they were fully.
So how
blind.
would they know what they're typing? Do they have like
dude? Because they like hear they like. I don't know how it works because I'm just ignorant, but it works, and they're better than me. They're all better than me. And I mean that's just experience. Yeah, everything. I could hear them in there wiping their ass in the stall next to me. And they were just doing a flawless job.
One wipe and they're done.
They don't do a poo taste like you do. Food.
Yeah.
All your other senses are heightened when you lose your one.
That would suck though to not be able to take a shit and then look back at it and say, "Whoa, yeah, I did." Like when you take a big one, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Well, it could be like the Last Airbender with the fucking girl that uses vibrations to see everything. They can probably feel and see every little crevice of the shit as it comes out of their ass and vibrates to their body.
People.
No,
that's what I was saying. Like they can, because their senses are heightened. I'm sure they can.
They can create a picture.
Their feeling in their asshole is heightened, and they can tell the diameter it's stretching, and they're like,
the sense of feel.
This is a record. I can feel this is a record right now. Yeah.
Oh my god, my asshole dilated 4 inches.
Actually, dude, they must have the most you ever have those shits where like it feels like you're giving fucking birth out of your ass?
Yeah.
And like a marble comes out. A
little rabbit pellet.
Yeah, dude, how many misleading shits have they had where they're like, "Whoa, I just had the biggest shit." It felt like
they're high-fiving people as they leave the bathroom. They're like, "Go fucking check that out." They go in there.
I wouldn't go in there.
It's a rabbit pellet.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Anyways, can we stop talking about people with like horrible deformities and I'm not trying to bum out the normal people that are listening to this by making them depressed.
You tried to defend deaf people on a podcast, on a fucking audio-based anything. That's fucking retarded.
Oh yeah, shit. We can shit talk deaf people.
Yeah.
Blind people, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, blind people. Yeah, they're gonna be listening to this double as hard because their hearing is heightened. They can
probably tell what I look like from how I sound.
Bitch ass voice.
And they're all good at martial arts and shit. Oh my god.
Martial arts? Oh, fucking like Ip Man and shit.
Yeah.
Ip Man's not blind. That's just an example of a guy
disability though. He's Asian. Yeah. He's an Asian man.
Those movies are awesome.
They are.
Those movies are badass.
The first and second one were very well choreographed. Yeah, they're great.
I love just
Sam and Steve used to watch
stuff.
It. Yeah,
Like
that was the one thing that me and Steve have agreed on movie wise.
And Claymore the anime. I remember I was like in an Xbox call and Sam and Steve would watch Claymore the anime together on Netflix while I was sitting there gaming, getting nukes in Modern Warfare. And they were
right.
They were
Modern Warfare.
No, I remember I was editing a thumbnail and Steve's just like, dude, come on, like let's go watch Claymore. I'm telling you, it'll be cool. And this was back when Netflix on Xbox, you could do like a theater mode where you and your friend's little guy will sit next to each other and watch whatever. And I guess that was Netflix. We were doing a thing where he controlled it and I was just along for the ride while I was making the thumbnail. And Steve was just blown away by this show. That I was like, this is fucking lame. This is like the lamest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, what was funny was that like we'd still shit talk him for watching a lot of anime and whatever, and like his one defense, his one bash at hoe was like, Sam really enjoyed Claymore. We watched through all of that, and he thought it was cool.
I watched one episode, maybe two. I was just sitting there like working, and it was like on the other screen, and I was like, all right, whatever.
And ever since then, it's been a spiraling.
That could have been a serious bonding moment for you.
It's a serious bonding for one of us. Yeah, like Steve. Has your dad ever had that moment where he's just like, wow, do you remember when we did? And he'll bring up like a moment and you're like, that was like the worst memory of my childhood.
Yeah, you're sitting there thinking about wanting to play Game Boy the whole time. You didn't actually fucking care.
My dad's like, remember when we went fishing all day and it was the best thing in the world? I was like, yeah, I was like trying to figure out how to kill myself with the fishing line out there. You only brought 20-pound fishing line and it kept breaking around my neck. Oh shit.
But yeah, it's been downhill ever since then. He's become more and more of a weeaboo and he's taken a really dark corner.
Yeah.
He's turned a dark turn.
We need to stop shitting on Steve because I want him here when we shit on him.
He might go postal, but okay, at least explain the tweet that you made, all right? That's fair enough.
Yeah. That's actually one of the things that I talked about on Aqua's podcast that we're gonna talk about. Yeah. Okay, so Steve. Okay, do you know what VTubers are? Poob? Yeah. Steve,
so like virtual presence.
Yeah, Steve and
your background, virtual presence.
What's his name? What's this guy's name?
I drank some water.
What's that guy's name? Nikita. Nikita.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I got him to read 50 Shades of Grey.
It smells funny. I lick it, and my tongue is stuck to it.
So I got all these
like allowed. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's not it. On.
Mommy is so cold, and she won't wake up.
I got a bunch of weird little clips of him saying shit. Anyway, so him and Steve are really into VTubers. Suddenly,
I'm surprised
they just watch them all the time. And get this is like that's nerdy. And for the folks at home, VTuber is like motion captured avatar that is like an anime girl most of the time. And then behind it is actually like a fat Asian kid.
Yeah, let's not sugarcoat this. Okay.
Yeah. It's either that or like a corporation. They'll be like backed by like a company.
You know how like titty streamers have no personality and they just play games?
Yeah.
With no personality. Well, now they can be ugly. That's what VTubing is.
Now even the ugly chicks can be famous on Twitch.
It kind of sounds like, great chance for some equality. And also maybe Brian could use some form of VTuber
for females.
You can protect your identity, Brian. We need to just get like a big muscle man that you can do the VTuber.
That would be a waste because I hope eventually we go to this camping trip. It'd be so much effort for nothing for like a month.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? There's months and months.
Like, yeah. Okay, but there's a difference between being seen for a couple times in one hiking video and being like every day on this podcast.
Okay, so you're saying I should be an ugly ass retarded fucking VTuber?
No, you would be. Yeah, you would be the little troll person behind a huge, awesome buff. Like anime man.
Yeah. Why would I get a troll person?
Well, that way you could
as an avatar.
No, you are the troll person behind it.
Yeah, I don't think so, bud.
But okay, so the point is that Steve's really into these fucking things, and you know how like people collect like Pokemon cards and stuff.
Yeah,
which is a legit fan base. Yeah, it's a legit thing.
Let's not sugarcoat it. It's kind of loserish, and I'm actually wasting money on it. But
okay. Well, but there's a more of a substantial fandom there. All right. Yeah. And when you get baseball cards and shit, and they're like autograph copies, like that's an autograph from the baseball player.
Yeah, I actually have a real signed Pikachu card from Pikachu himself.
Oh wait, I saw this tweet actually.
Yeah, you saw that. Yeah. Steve spent $22 on a deck of VTuber cards for the chance, not even guaranteed, $22 for the chance of getting an autographed holographic VTuber trading card. And he didn't get it. And he was like, I was just trying to get it.
With it if you get it. Jerk off on it?
I don't know.
He paid like double the price.
It's not even a fucking autograph from a real person. It's a fake person.
Yeah, wait, but no, how does that work? No, it is from a real person, though, kind of.
It's the most
they're like
physically. It's like a fucking autograph from like Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch, is it real?
Not only is it that, but it's not a real legit, like, it's not even someone handwritten it. It's a fucking printed on fucking
they send it off to a graphic designer. And they're like, hey, Pajit, make me a fucking a signature.
Look like a woman wrote it.
So it's a fake signature on a fake piece of card of a fake person, and it's printed on. It's not even handmade. It's
And Steve was literally waking and crying that he didn't.
So he ordered 3 more boxes of it.
No, it's not fair.
It's not fair. Yeah.
He was actually crying. He looked like, you know, the fucking, what is it, the movie about Hitler? It's like The Downfall, where he takes out his glasses and his hands are shaking.
Yeah. Or the American Psycho, where he has the cards and his hand shakes and they fall down onto the table. It was really depressing.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, so Poob.
Ooh, holy shit.
Yeah, sorry, my dog bit part of my chair off. Holy shit. Keep going.
It's a puppy. How did it do that?
Yeah.
Because its teeth are like little knives.
What brand is that? It's a cheap chair.
No, it's not. This was expensive.
What chair?
I can see right through it in the background.
You're sitting on a frame.
Oh, no, dude. He's like hyped up right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want us to take a recess?
Take it away from your crotch.
No, I don't want to take a recess.
You want to take a recess?
Stand up. Let me see your pants.
Unless he actually
let me see your pants.
Going like ham.
Stand up.
Why, Brian? This is like
stand up. Let me see. I want to make sure you're wearing pants.
Yeah, where the dog's placed, we have to make sure you're closed.
Yeah.
What about the front?
Why do you have to
is
throw
the zipper closed?
What do you mean?
Yeah, it shows the fly. Okay. Why is it looking at it?
You do know that acid wash jeans went out in 1988, right?
Dude, I'm wearing a fucking sweater with these right now. I'm not, I'm not trying to look modern. Okay, I'm trying to look like a Christmas card.
You look like the uncle from Full House.
Okay.
If that's the look you're going for.
I never watched that show because I thought it was
Wait, which one? Which one? The cool uncle?
Yeah, the cool uncle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The one that has that stupid. You ever see the screenshot where it's him and her? It's him and the girl.
Oh,
they're like face to face, like fuck Michelle. I can't wait 16 years.
God.
Yeah, that's Poob. That's what Poob's going for.
That guy. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, wait, what was the other thing? The whole reason I brought up the whole blind playthrough thing, so you don't get banned. You can't say that anymore. So you have to say like first time playthrough.
Yeah,
maybe
I have
like crippled eyeball playthrough.
My eyes were swollen.
Eyeless fucking vision,
maybe genetic defect playthrough. You could do
eyelid playthrough, like
eyeless worm plays game.
Yeah. So they also added other things to the ban list. You can't say simp.
Yeah, I saw that.
You can't say virgin. Yeah. And you can't say incel.
Okay. Steve said that they don't enforce that.
Okay, so
he said he gets called that shit all the time, and he's reported them, and they never get.
He narcs on him for getting called.
So
man,
you know why they do that?
It's because that's their market. They're defending the people that they love. Those goddamn fucking titty streamers.
Well, Steve told me. He said I didn't understand why they did it until I went to my favorite VTuber. And I did a tier 3 sub and wrote a little message hoping they would see it and send me the autographed holographic trading card. And people, when I did the tier 3 sub and the notification popped up, everybody in the chat called me a simp and an incel. And I felt shame.
And a virgin.
I felt shame. So I canceled my tier 3 thing. And then Twitch realized, he was like, I realized this is cutting into Twitch's profits. And so they don't want people to be ridiculed for being fucking money cows. whales that these people are milking.
Yeah. They don't want them to feel bad because that's all their money.
Yeah.
Those actual literal simps and incels and virgins that spend all their fucking simp bucks on some titty streamer that don't even got real titties.
What's funny is Twitch wasn't even sugarcoating it. They said in the update, they're like, we're banning this usage because we don't want these people to know just how fucking pathetic they are.
Yeah. In the patch notes or whatever.
Yeah, we're banning these truth sayers from saying the truth. Because we want our $25 for that tier 3 sub.
Yeah.
Or how much is it for a tier 3?
25, isn't it?
It's 25.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll have to ask Steve's mom, who pays for Steve's tier 3 subs, exactly how much those are.
Or Steve, he buys a lot of tier 3s.
Yeah. You know what? We've shat on STALLTT before for taking the money he makes on this podcast and using it for OnlyFans, but at least he's getting porn. Yeah, he's getting ass. He's getting some spread butthole. He's getting all sorts of stuff. What's Steve getting? Not even a holographic autographed fake signature card.
A fake.
Like OnlyFans, is that even like? I guess I don't get spending money on an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I didn't either until Pornhub had that giant purge of pornography.
Dude, maybe I just watch. Like, what did they even purge? Because you know,
if you don't know, then I don't even want to talk about it with you because you're not going to sympathize. You just watch normie shit. You're like,
I don't watch
all those videos of Mandy Muse with her big ass. They're all still on there. I don't understand.
I like married couple missionary. Okay. Man on top, woman on bottom.
Well, now you don't get to see the married couple.
Yeah, you all you see is incredibly professional pornography.
Oh
yeah.
Oh.
So
Poob's
like, oh well, all the Riley Reid videos are still up, so I don't see what the big hubbub's about.
Riley Reid,
you know what's wrong with her?
She's not married.
Are you body shaming on my?
No,
there's nothing wrong with her.
Poob stopped watching her ever since he started doing a
blind and deaf people porn.
Yeah, she did one interracial scene and Poob deleted her off of his recommended on on
Poob's a racist. That's a joke. That's a joke we could say right now. Fuck you.
Why are you upset?
It's Christmas. What are you guys talking about me being a racist?
Okay, we take it back. Poob exclusively watches white women getting dominated by black men.
There we
go.
The more black men, the better.
Yes.
Poob, open one of your presents in the background. They're really big. I'm curious what you got.
No, I'm just really small. Oh, damn, dude, my dog's going.
There's that like hyper realistic pony ornament that's like the size of you.
Yeah, go ride that in the background.
It's like one of my miniature horses.
Yeah,
I could probably set something up.
Poob, do you want to go? Do you want to take a recess so you can go walk your dog or something?
It's not court. What is wrong with your dog?
Yeah, your dog's going wacky.
Dude, I took him on. Well,
this is supposed to be a comedy podcast, and you're like distracted.
I know.
You keep looking down.
I'm very stressed.
And I thought I was going to be distracted with
He's
the
a puppy.
sales.
He's a puppy, dude. He just has like a lot of energy. I took him on a really long walk.
Just go walk him for a second. Okay. Me and Brian will go look at the Steam sales.
Okay.
It's not up yet. It's not up yet. I tried. I looked.
Something exciting.
I don't even know if they're doing them today. I'm pretty sure they are, though.
There's apparently a coyote on the loose in my apartment complex, though. I'm scared to take him out.
You know what? Okay, you know what you... Oh, no, it is. It just started. The winter sale started.
Okay,
Holy
just
shit.
go walk him for a second.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry, guys.
It's fine.
Just put a leash on him and then throw him out the window and fucking hang him off the thing. Just leave the recording going.
I'm keeping mine up. We'll just keep STALLTT roped in here for a while.
Clap, Jesus Christ!
Clap, Poob.
I just forgot. I forgot I was on camera for some reason.
Hold on the nipple.
Please don't,
dude. You're gonna.
Please don't stop.
Happy holidays.
Please don't.
Poob. No, STALLTT will edit it out. He doesn't want to embarrass
anybody.
His
nipple.
Sexy little nipple. I almost came right there.
Who's trying to flex on us? Usually, look at these sweet tits.
Dude, I've been gaining.
Look, guys, I'm 50 pounds lighter than you. Fuck off.
Yeah,
dude, I'm still up like 30 pounds during quarantine. What do you mean I'm mean? I'm not fucking.
Brian, how the fuck
do we do
this? How do we do this day in, day out? Dealing with this fucking guy. That's so mean to us.
This rude ass guy. He tries to flex.
You guys must be really strong people to deal with shit talking
us
constantly.
Yeah.
You must have really strong mental fortitude. You guys are like
I
heroes.
would agree with you, but I feel like you're gonna swoop in with some sort of sarcastic remark if I do agree. So
he's wearing the shirt of my oppressors. You know,
I am
like
one
the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm one angry comment
I was
away
butt
from a
raped as a kid,
breakdown.
and the Tasmanian devil was playing on the big screen TV, which, by the way, back then the big screen TV was 27 inches. And so every time I see them, I just get traumatized.
Yeah, Tasmanian Devil is definitely the most rapey of the Looney Tunes, but that's not why I'm
because he actually literally just makes weird grunting noises and fucking assaults people.
Yeah. Yeah, he just like pulls them into he sucks off clothes with his tornado and stuff.
But what do you think about the Doom Eternal soundtrack? Does it sound good?
I didn't play that game.
Yeah,
really,
good.
So
I played a bit of it. I was like,
The gameplay really sucked, and I hated everything about it. But the Doom Eternal soundtrack is the one thing that made me start the
really
game and finish it. Yeah, I was like, wow, what kind of genty metalcore riff are they going to do next? I'll play this for 8 hours. Yeah. It was, I guess what made that game cool was how seamless it was. But like, that game has.
I heard a lot of people liked it. I never.
You know what? Do these people know what of the year means? Like, Steam, really?
Yeah.
Labor of Love 2020. They've listed games that came out years ago. Counter-Strike, Among Us, Terraria, The Witcher, No Man's Sky. None of these games came out this year. None of them.
You know, you complain, but I'm really stoked for The Matrix to win the Academy Award for Best Movie for this year.
Yes.
That's a great film.
If it was up,
anything with Keanu Reeves,
I'd be all over it. Yeah.
Instant
But you know
vote.
it's going to be like Tenet or something because there's been like one movie that came out this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Tenet. Have you?
That was, dude, that's a beautiful way of just making sure you get an Academy Award is by just like
release it on a
people are like,
pandemic.
fucking release it,
Pandemic.
dude. 2020, I'm the only movie this year. I guarantee you he's gonna walk away with 3 or 4 Academy Awards.
What the fuck is Tenet?
It's a movie by fucking Christopher Nolan. Yeah, Christopher Nolan.
About a guy who fucking didn't pay his rent and went crazy.
Yeah, I think that's it actually.
It's like the Joker.
It's very meta. It's very meta because he made it about COVID and people not being able to pay their rent.
Oh, it's Tenet, not Tenant. I just
no,
looked it
it's
up.
Tenant.
Okay, that was Tenet.
A man that lives in a duplex.
Yeah, the guy who couldn't get his stimulus check on time and he went fucking crazy because they hiked up the rent. Yeah.
Yeah. And people were complaining about the main character being a black man that has it's a no-name actor. But when they found out what it was about,
you know,
like, we get to watch this black man lose his home,
and the
white people that refused to mask up, the only people that would go out and see a movie in theaters, they went in droves to go see Christopher Nolan's new movie. Although like, we get to watch this guy go into destitute and sign me up. And I thought it was fucked up, but you know, Christopher Nolan's just playing to the crowd. He's like, these are the only people that are out and about during this COVID thing. So
at the end, there's a long thing about the white genocide.
and then at the very end, Wakanda forever. Rest in peace.
It was had a lot of mixed messages in it.
There was a lot of conflicting.
Peace, Chadwick Boseman. What?
There was also an 8-minute unedited scene where they choked the landlord with a fucking shoelace. They left that shit in.
Yeah,
said landlords are cops.
Cops are pigs. Fuck the cast. Yo, fucking. You see the shit where a bunch of people went to, was it like Oregon with a bunch of right wingers with like guns or like.
Yeah, they're breaking into was it City Hall or were they breaking into the voting? No, it was City Hall. And what's funny about that is they're showing the video and you would expect like badass guys breaking down the door. It's this dude, like if you were to kick down a door, Poob, how would you do it? You would fucking just like line up to that shit and put a foot through it. Boom! This guy has his he's like pushing his ass cheeks up against the glass and he's doing like these little back kicks with his pinky out and his fucking cock in another man's mouth while he's doing it. And then
so lame.
And then this other guy comes up and he starts breaking out the other panel and he just hits the glass once with his hand and then he takes off his glove and he goes and he like walks out of frame and he's like, ooh, ooh. And like, it's the lamest way to break in. And then what's funny is these two guys are like really fat and they're breaking out these window panes that are like this. Like they're gonna fucking slip in there.
Through it and just cut their body to pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It was a pretty lame break-in attempt. I don't know if they actually got in. I think they gave up after a couple.
What was the point? Is it because of the mask legislation or lockdown or something you guys are doing? Are you guys doing a lockdown over there? Or I guess it's Oregon. You wouldn't know.
Over
right?
there.
It's about white genocide. They've actually started executing white people in Oregon.
Oh.
Yeah, they've been reverse hanging them, and it's just fucked
reverse
up.
What do you mean reverse hanging?
They bury them upside down in the ground except for their feet.
And then they pull really hard on their feet.
And they just rip their feet off. Yeah, it's really fucked up.
It's the one thing that the fake news isn't talking about. reverse white hangings.
They fucking tie your feet up and have a horse pull them while you're buried in the ground. Holy shit,
man. We should have been around in the Middle Ages. We would have gotten huge cuts from the king. That's the one thing we didn't think of. Yeah. They even thought of making a pear out of iron and then heating it up and shoving it in someone's ass. But they never thought about burying a person and yanking on their feet with a horse. Fucking amateurs. There's a million things I would have done before heating up an iron pear and shoving it in an ass. Yeah.
God.
You're trying to torture, not cum. I mean, you notice a lot of those tortures are like really sexual in nature.
I bet they're getting something out of it. Not the person being tortured, but the torturer.
Yeah, the executioner.
Yeah, let's see what happens. So I put my penis in his butt.
He keeps coming to the king, and he's just like, "Yo, I just developed this new thing." And like they start off like they're really gruesome, but then they kind of turn sexual, you know. And then eventually he's just like, "Yeah, what if I, just like have sex with his ass?"
I just make him suck my cock, and he hates it.
Yeah, he hates it. He can't stand it.
Gross.
For minor crimes.
For a sex swing.
Yeah.
It's a swing torture device. It gapes his asshole wide.
Yeah.
And we look and suck on his
People
balls.
back then were gay.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying, right?
That's definitely it. So anyways, I want to be an executioner in the medieval times. That seems pretty dope. Get away with just wearing bondage in front of a crowd of people. And
sucking
doing
their cocks or whatever.
Horrible, dominating things to men's bodies, but in a place where homosexuality is banned, that's the one time you can get away with it.
Yeah.
To be a gay executioner, that's heaven, basically. Back in the
because they know you're not gay because you're executing.
No, you're executing
being gay.
Yeah.
Generally. Yeah.
And then your gay lover isn't going to say anything because you're executing them right after you're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
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 And scene.
Shit. All right, wait. I got other stuff to talk about. Hold on.
Yeah,
it's the first time you've had stuff written down.
I know, right? I just have 4 bullet points. I have Aqua's shitty podcast.
That was
Can't say simp, virgin, or incel.
Okay, so
VTubers. We covered that.
We covered 3. Okay,
and then the last one was did you see that fucking lady spread her asshole on Twitch?
What?
No, but I saw a tweet today that said
hold on.
Spread their asshole.
Wait, Twitch.
Not only get banned.
You gotta see it, dude. It is it's incredible. Hold on, you gotta see this shit. Go to the general chat on the Discord, and then go to messages by me, Santa Claus, and you can see it's like the last thing I posted, dude. Fucking incredible asshole. It is primo. Look at Poob. He looks like a hacker right now.
Spread asshole on Twitch. Let me see this.
Pull out your dentist glasses that have the magnifiers.
No, the last thing you said. Okay, never mind.
It's above that.
I don't see.
Holy shit. Okay, let me see this.
Wait, Ryan, can you link it? I can't find it for some reason.
Okay, I thought you were Hacker Man. All right, I'm posting it.
You thought I was? I'm just a guy that's a little curious.
He's hacking the wrong.
Oh my god, that's straight up ass and pussy.
Straight up beautiful ass and pussy.
See, now that's that.
How do you access?
I give that a 2-3 sub, honestly.
Yeah, that's definitely
like something that I shouldn't. Wait. How is this? How'd they get banned for 3 days? And how is this an accident?
No, it's not even 3 days. It's like 2.5, 2 3/4 days ban. And she said, It was an accident.
I thought
see on her monitor she has Twitch chat open.
I thought I was in the bathroom taking a shit. I thought the camera was my toilet.
And you can't say it's an accident because she had her fucking camera. Like, who the fuck has a camera behind them facing their back?
And she like spreads it at the camera. What the fuck? Dude, your fucking whiplash tweet underneath it.
Yeah.
I just watched that movie for the first time the other day.
Oh, what an incredible film. Yeah.
So good.
Oh, it's so great.
I knew I'd like it because
the look of horror on the dad's face when he realizes what his son's become. You know,
you're a drummer. I'm just kidding.
He's like, oh, I want him to be a doctor. He's just some on a drum set.
Whoa. Alan, 2 big sticks.
Yeah, his son's out there just going crazy, and his dad's like, "You made this life choice."
He's crying.
Yeah, he's crying. Yeah.
Yeah, that ending was so good. I really liked La La Land though, when that came out. Same director. I watched La La Land like 5 times.
Really? Still, you can make the conscious decision whether or not to leave the F word in there. I didn't realize until after I said it. You put a beep on that. How about Han? Here's a sample.
Let it be known I didn't say it.
Wait, is that making a noise?
No.
Oh wait, that's not the one.
I'll do it for you.
There you go. Yeah. Just sample
that. It's a little late, but
sample that. Place it over what I said.
It actually cuts you out when you're talking. That's
I know. Yeah.
Wait, 3-day ban?
3-day ban. You know why? It's because that fucking ass is incredible.
It's a nice ass, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Could be why. Honestly, if she was ugly, she'd be gone.
I was just hoping I'd see a little poo come out, but nothing came out. I mean, it's still pretty good.
You would have to get banned longer.
It doesn't look like Poop's ever touched that asshole. That thing looks fresh out the factory. That asshole is incredible.
Maybe not fresh.
I think I've seen dirtier looking fleshlights.
Yeah,
honestly.
By the way, Brian, let me tell you something. Have you? Yeah. I remember we got fleshlights at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same type too.
No, Brian got one, and he was like, "Dude, you need to get one of these." Yeah, poggers. That's all he said. He wrote me a letter, and I opened it, and it just had Times New Roman. It just said poggers in the middle of, and I knew what I had to do.
Of my dick completely engulfed in a fleshlight.
Yeah, I went out and got it.
Dripped out.
Have you gotten a new fleshlight since?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
I swear to God.
I was about to say, dude, you need to get a new one because
like a year ago I got one.
Poob, you look at yourself, Poob, and you go, oh, you wake up one morning and you're like, I look the same as I did yesterday. And I look the same as I did the day before. But if you take a picture of you from 2015 and you look at you now, you're like, oh, a lot has changed, but it was hard to tell along the way.
Got a stupid mustache.
You looked at a picture of your pocket pussy when you first got it.
No, I got a new one. And because I used the fleshlight, and I was like, oh, it's just a fleshlight. It looks like the day I got it. And then I got a new one, and I fucking side by side, like the flesh is gray on the old one, and the pussy's all ragged out, and it's fucking growing mushrooms out the bottom of it. Yeah,
it looks like one of those like 10-pound gummy bears, but like a dog chewed it up and destroyed it.
That thing's had a rough life.
They get tears. There's mildew on it.
Pregnant.
You gotta
be careful.
My fleshlight has had 4 miscarriages since I've had it.
Yeah.
And so I bought a new one, a nice 18-year-old fleshlight.
Yeah.
You should bring the old one on the hiking trip. We can all see it.
Honestly, dude, I can bring some with the class if you want. I can share. I have a couple.
Dude, I'm not gonna fucking jerk off into a fleshlight while we're hiking.
Why not?
I mean, that's your qualm. It's not the fact that I've used it before. It's that
that's another qualm. I would never put my penis where you put
your biggest issue was that it was during a hiking trip.
Well, that's just the first thing that came to mind. I'm assuming we're gonna be in there.
If you don't whack off into the fleshlight, we're gonna
go insane.
No, we're gonna think you're gonna whack off into one of us. You have to commit.
I bought one I bought it a year ago or 2 years ago, and I got a Christmas one.
I'm not gonna let my guard down now that you're uncummed and in the woods with me.
I have wet dreams almost every night, so it's really you don't have to worry about me, guys.
Well. That's fine. You'll be sleeping in my tandem sleeping bag, so that's fine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
you'll be able to smell it.
Wait, have you talked about the fact that I'm like literally gonna buy, or I'm gonna bring my own 1-person tent or whatever, and not be in the same tent as you guys?
Yeah, that concerned me a little bit.
Well, it's because I just.
It feels like you're scheming.
I don't want to be in a same. Dude, do you know what the odds are of someone farting in there? No, fuck off. I'm not dealing with
in
no
a
farts,
sleeping bag.
no shits. I ain't dealing with no fucking snoring. I'm pretty loud when I sleep. You know.
Sleep on your side.
Mostly, I don't want anybody
You're gonna
farting.
feel so fucking left out when it's just it's us all in one tent.
No,
and you're gonna hear us
you.
tee hee hee giggle giggle with the flashlights and everything. You're gonna see our tents all lit up, and you're gonna be in your little lonesome nerd.
Well, I'm just.
tent.
He's gonna be jerking off. Is what he's doing. I think
I'm bringing my fleshlight.
Hey, look! I found a spider. It just like dangled down in front. Wait, can you see it?
Eat it, dude. Eat it.
Very small.
Yeah, he's a
looks
tiny
like a speck of dust.
Let's see if I can get this thing to focus on it.
Just crush it. Just get rid of it.
Don't crush it.
It's garbage.
Take it outside.
Well, what's it gonna do? Really? What does it have? A family you care about, Poob? Oh, shit. Dude, he actually ate it. What the hell?
No, he's a little feller. You're gonna live on my microphone now.
I fucking hate spiders. I fucking blast them every time I see them.
You're a pussy, dude.
I fucking hate them. Why would I want? I hate any bug.
This guy's gonna kill me. He's tiny.
I'm not scared of them. I just hate them. Like I don't like the idea of them crawling in my mouth.
Why do you hate them? That's strong.
Well, I don't know. You ever see those videos where the guy has like an earwig in their fucking ear? What if that happens to you?
Brian, you should be a civilized man like us and reserve your hate for other humans that are different than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a normal person.
Something that can fight back a little bit more fair is the only thing I hate.
Well, some people look like cockroaches.
Big dogs.
So it's really not that different.
People.
Yeah. People with different religions, skin colors than me. That's what I reserve my hate for.
Remember Brandon?
Yeah.
He had a fucking earwig inside his headphone.
Yeah, he put on his headphones and it just went like deep into his ear. Yeah.
Fuck them.
When I was a kid, I had a little. Well, this is gonna. Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna. Well, yeah, but I'm sure Brian's gonna find a way to take this out of context and make it seem like some sort of psychopathic, move. But my brother and I would catch spiders in the garage and had this little arena for them that they'd fight in. In the winter, when it's freedom. Of course, it was just like the big ass spider we found, but it's pretty cool. You guys ever do something like that?
Actually, I haven't done something like that.
I feel like a lot of little kids do that.
But there was a YouTube channel that got removed off YouTube
for doing shit like that.
Bug battles or whatever.
Yeah, it was like bug battles, and there was like 2 kids that would come up with names they would shoutcast each match. And it was fantastic. They would have like these big exotic beetles that they would get from the pet store, and they would have them fight like a scorpion, and the big beetle with the horn on its front would just beat the shit out of whatever was in the ring with it. Yeah.
See, I didn't have that kind of budget for my insects. They were more just found around the garage. But that was a long time ago. I wouldn't do anything like that after that.
I remember I found a giant worm when I was a kid, and I kept accidentally pinching it, and so then it would split, and then I would have 2 worms. And so by the end of the first one was named Sparky, and my mom was gardening in the backyard, and she kept turning around, and I would have like Sparky and Gerald and Clark, and I would have like all these different ones because I kept accidentally pinching and not realize I was fucking literally cutting this worm in half.
Oh god.
They're making friends.
Yeah, I was like, wow, there's another one, Mom. And she's like, you didn't notice that like they had like entrails coming out the ends of the. Yeah. But
how do they stay alive?
I don't know. Well, I don't think it's technically alive. I think it's like when you get
step on a bug and their legs.
You get a squid that's dead and you put like citrus sauce on it and it fucking like its muscles reactivate. I think that's what a worm's doing.
It's like cut the head off a snake and it like.
Yeah. Or those ISIS videos where they behead a guy and then the head's still going.
And then he
afterwards.
Yeah, and then the whole body stands up and starts doing a tap dance.
Yeah.
With a cane and everything.
Those ISIS guys, they really
put it on the Ritz.
Yeah. They have it doing the Carlton and shit. Like they really missed out on the comedic opportunities on that. That would have been, they could have done some funny stuff.
Scared more people Yeah, the bodies afterwards.
Your body's gonna be part of a traveling act. If you come into this fucking place.
If we kill you, your body works for us now. And it's just like,
we do like a flea
they should
circus,
have a beheaded guy behead another
body.
dude.
Yeah.
That would be crazy, actually. Another
start doing like fucking Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, but with your flayed skin over the guys. Yeah.
I was just gonna say they had a necromancer, but that shit all works too.
Yeah, necromancer that could work too. Yeah.
I think it's a whole lot cheaper than doing animatronics. I've always heard.
Yeah, magic's pretty cheap.
I think it is. Yeah.
You know what's great about having a
Bro, I've got nothing to add today. I've got nothing, man.
I was about to say I have 3 monitors, so I just have the spread ass and pussy still on my screen.
I'm distracted. Yeah,
hold on. We need to. This is really floundering. We need to recharge our batteries. Let me go look at the ass and pussy again.
Misbehaving official. Her name's Misbehaving Official. I mean, come on.
No, you can't say her name because then people are gonna get funneled there and be like, "Sam's a simp for your clean, beautiful asshole,
perfect mid condition, fucking
fresh off the assembly ass line." Yeah.
I hope she's not like actively trying to take down every version of this video too, and we're just sitting.
Why?
Here like,
She's
your pussy's gorgeous.
There's no way that was an accident. Like, there's no way that wasn't intentional.
No, it really didn't. Yeah. But that's why?
3 days is it?
I guess like that's quite the gamble.
I think she has an OnlyFans.
Permanently banned.
She has an OnlyFans.
Okay, because I was going to say that could be great publicity for an OnlyFans, but
people talk about how like, oh my god, Twitch staff are a bunch of simps and they're all fucking. If you're a girl, you get away with murder over there. I mean, you see shit like this, and it's like, what? Like, come on! Like, how do you even? They don't even try to hide it anymore. It seems like.
Well, it's because that joke has a lot of root. That stereotype has a lot of root and truth. But I don't want to say that because then Poob's gonna be like, well, and that's why all those other stereotypical things I say they have a little bit of truth.
Maybe that's your. I'm not gonna say that, dude. Come on. Maybe I should try. We could do a little experiment. I'll show my asshole and balls.
Yeah, is it that clean? Because every speck of shit that's on it adds one more day to the ban. And when you get the 10 specs, that's when it's permanent. The reason why she didn't get a ban,
it was a mint condition.
Is mint condition. They gave that a ridiculous rating. Not perfect, because perfect would be no ban at all. If it should have
opposite. Yeah. It should have been like a murder trial. It should have been like a murder trial. There was clearly intent to show the asshole because it was so clean. It was very obvious she was going to show it.
I would be proud of it. Like that. I think that's what it was. She's like, dude, this thing. She saw it one day in the mirror.
Clean my asshole.
And she's like, I have to figure out a way to accidentally show this on stream. So I'll have on my classic behind the seat desk thing on and then go to scoop up something on the floor.
And then pull my panties apart.
And then the panties slip out because my fingers accidentally grabbed them.
Yeah, you ever just that's usually how I grab stuff from the table. I first examine it and then spread my asshole. And then I pick it up. And then,
you gotta let it air out every now and then.
I with my asshole,
Maybe that's why ours aren't that clean looking, is because we don't let them air out.
Yeah, because mine's fine, and that's how I go to dinner parties doing that. Like, oh, what's this cheese on a platter? Let me just hold on, and then I spread my asshole, then I grab and eat it.
Yeah, which is why, by the way, Poob, Brian is on every night because he doesn't get invited to dinner parties. He got invited to one dinner party, and everybody goes, "Dude, that guy spreads his asshole every time he gets a piece of cheese."
And it's dirty.
It was clean.
Really dirty asshole.
You can tell he doesn't do it often because he is a very dirty asshole.
Stinks.
That's not true. That's not true at all. They told me they never said that.
Show me your asshole right now.
Yeah. Right now.
Okay. Get a fucking my picture camera out.
Dude, we know what we should have done to, spice up the podcast a little bit, add some variety. We should have played a match of Age of Empires 2 while we talked.
I can't fucking play and talk at the same time.
Or at the same,
that's why you can't stream.
When we talked about the asshole, we should have all spread our asshole in sync with her to see which one had the cleanest anus.
Or we should get a guest on here and not let him talk the entire time.
That would be funny.
That's actually pretty funny.
That would be okay. Yeah. What we need to do, this is a patron exclusive, so we can't fucking say shit. Like, guys, don't say anything to Aqua. We need to get Aqua on the next one. And we'll just, every time he starts to talk, we'll just be like, hold on for a second, Aqua. Let me just finish this. Whoa. Hold that thought, Aqua. And then like Brian will go like, all right, Aqua, what were you saying? And I'll be like, but hold on, and we just keep fucking going. Not one person is the bad guy. We have to have a revolving door of each of us going just for one. Hold that thought, Aqua. And then at the end, we'll go, okay, Aqua, you can say what you want. And then he goes, yeah, and then it just cuts.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be funny, actually hilarious.
You could maybe make it to like 40 minutes if we talked a lot, like maybe even 50.
Or an hour.
Yeah. I don't know. An hour's tough to not let him get one good word in for an hour.
Singular. Cut. Whatever he says out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm the king of
interrupting. It doesn't have to be to Aqua. Like, come on. This.
Well, the thing is, you're allowed to be a little bit mean to someone if you've treated them well your entire friendship. And I feel like we have had nothing but a beautiful relationship from start to finish. And I think I've earned this lump I'm about to give him. You know,
true.
Yeah.
I
feel like I could,
especially with all the shit he throws at you. I mean, it's
constant.
Deserved. It's deserving.
Yeah. If I wasn't so understanding to his position in life and the reason why he's so angry and throwing accusations around, then I would get insulted.
I'm curious to see how this podcast you went on with him went. Like, did you shit on him on his own podcast?
He fucking said like 4 words. Yeah, I did. Like at the end of it, I was like, could you say like, this is your thing? Could you say one fucking word? He just sat there with a shitty look on his face. You know what it was? I found out he went and fucked his girlfriend, and then immediately. By the way, we were all convened. We're all waiting here, and he goes like, "I know I told you guys that I would be there at 1, but I gotta. I'll be right there." And like 30 minutes later, he shows up, and he's like, he's just like sweaty and like tired and shit. And he's like, he's like, ugh. And he just didn't say a word the entire time. And after, I was like, you went and had sex, didn't you? He's like, you caught me.
She was wearing the Dora Explorer cosplay. She had the little backpack on.
Yeah, it was really unprofessional. You know what I do?
Guys, I gotta go blow the load.
Having us all fucking wait. I'm a professional guy. I make sure I don't have sex for a month before every episode.
Yeah.
That's probably why you're so aggressive.
It's been a while.
Yeah, you probably should start trying to have sex before. So you saying you just sat there silently with a smile? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you and Brian should both get laid right before these.
Now, it's weird. Abby says after I have sex, I'm a lot like Kelpie G for just weeks.
You start jamming out?
I just play the recorder and I just sit back. And
you brag to your kid too, and you're not. yeah. I just got laid today.
I point out Abby as she walks around the house. I go, hey, you know her? I fucked her. I've actually
been there, done that. You know.
Yep. And my kid's really impressed. She's like, wow, really? What's her name? No, you don't know her. I'm like, yeah, she goes to a different school. You wouldn't know her.
I've only sucked on her titties.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I found out my daughter's actually done stuff with her too, like sucked on her titties, and that's I beat her up
entirely inside of her.
Yeah.
Before.
Oh God. Yeah. And then I said, what does the fucking guy say from The Simpsons? He's like, if before he does that famous dance, he goes, someone's trying to step in on your fly girl or some shit. You know what I'm talking about? What's that guy's name? Mo? Yeah. Oh shit. What is that saying? He does that fucking dance and everything.
Oh, hold on.
I fucking love that bit too. That's like such a 50s thing. He's like a greaser in that little bit.
Yeah, what to do if somebody's dissing your fly girl?
I fucking grab my daughter by her throat. You dissing my fly girl? Hold on a second. I'm gonna go get a drink. My mouth's really dry. I finally bought some of those noise canceling, like the foam, right?
Oh.
And it said, it was like vacuum sealed. And it was like, take this shit out and let it sit for 24 hours and it should expand.
Vacuum sealed shit? What?
It's still like...
That was 3 days ago and this shit is still wafer thin.
Oh, wait, are those acoustic foams?
Yeah.
I those weren't you like, I would never get those. What happened to that?
No, I got them for the back side of that door I got made.
All right.
It has a recessed panel that I'm gonna fill with these. But okay, there's a difference between using it as acoustic foam and using it as decoration in your streamer game room. Whoa, fucking RGB! And then people
do that. Well, I mean,
there's a lot of people that do that shit.
No, you know who the real motherfuckers are when they're fucking. They have like 10 of them, maybe or 5, and they're in like weird positions because they like try to do they try to find the exact points where the fucking shit's gonna bounce off the wall.
Yeah,
they don't want to spend money on a fucking stupid entire wall because like you'll see some gamers, they'll have like a whole wall full of that shit, right? There's really no reason to.
You know what helps better than acoustic foam?
Soundproofed walls.
Inside voices.
Yes. No, just fucking having like shit in your room. Just decorating your room.
Oh.
Well, it depends on what you have.
No, like Poob, take off your green screen. Oh wait, you can't because you have the green screen thing behind you. But like you just have shit in your room. You have a bed. You have shelves with knickknacks and other useless things that people make fun of you for.
Trophy case.
Yeah,
it's
trophy
case
things.
Yeah. They're actually
Darth Vader
trophies.
telephone toaster or something like that.
Toaster. Yeah, it's not, that wouldn't make any sense. Telephone. But,
yeah. But
no, I mean, I do have a lot of shit in here. And
all that stuff eats up noise. Eats up
wait.
reverb.
Oh, okay.
That's the way to do
kind
it.
of more of a post-podcast thing, but I'll tell you real quick. I just ordered some nice screen-printed, like, old-timey concert posters that I'm going to get matted and framed, put in here, spice it up a little bit.
Of what concert?
What you were saying? Just a couple miscellaneous ones. I didn't go there.
Hootie and the Blowfish? Is that what you got?
No, but it's got stuff like the website.
Wagon.
It's where my stepdad got all his like Grateful Dead. Well, he like got them at the concerts, and they have them on this site. It's a bunch of shit like that.
I walked Bob Dylan.
But I mean, I didn't get.
I walked Bob Dylan up on stage in 1974.
Whenever I hear Grateful Dead,
are you?
Whenever I hear Grateful Dead, I think of that video.
Yeah. I don't know really the artists that I bought them for, so yeah, you can make fun of me for that, but they're nice. They're screen printed, so they've got a cooler, authentic feel than a digital poster.
Brian, remind me after this podcast, let's beat the fuck out of this nerd.
Yeah, rip up his posters while we're at it. Dude,
no, please.
Why don't you just get stuff like things of shit you like? Like why not a band you do enjoy or something?
Because they don't have cool old-timey screen-printed posters of all the rappers I listen to.
Why not?
Okay.
Why do it? Well, then get like a black and white photo of a rapper, like the one you have in the background.
You could just get a color photo of a rapper, and they'll usually be black in the. But I want to get like a Tame Impala picture thing because that's basically
that could be cool.
Yeah.
I saw them in concert, and they were. Actually,
there you
I've
go.
told you about that
picture
before, right?
Did you?
No,
I don't remember. I don't remember the concert at all. Really. I fucked up really bad. It was the most expensive concert ticket I'd ever bought.
Mr. Impala. That was the most expensive.
Yeah, because it was at this festival. I mean,
it was a festival, multiple acts.
No, it was like in a festival field though, and he was there. It was a lot of like lasers and confetti and stuff.
This is the you bought it from?
Was it biodegradable confetti? Because this impacts how much I like Mr. Impala.
No, it was made of metal.
Mr. T.
It was just raining down.
I think radioactive.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Just cutting
you.
No,
this is kind of a dumb. I don't know if I even need to tell a story. I just drank a lot before because everyone was like, "Yeah, it's Tame Impala. Let's pregame really hard," and then I was the only one that actually did. And I blacked out. Like I got there.
They picked you up and they said, "Wow, this is really poor form going to Mr. Impala's concert inebriated."
I embarrassed myself in front of these two girls that I was into like hard because I showed up, like, my last memory is we were out in the middle of the field. There's people everywhere. I'm like, I'm going to go to the bathroom and grab some beers. I'll be back. And I remember getting out of the bathroom. I remember
you went to go get beers, and you went to the bathroom, and they caught you scooping urine out of the urinal.
Yeah.
Into
no,
tall
they caught me.
And you were just downing, and you were like, "Check it out! It's a beer fountain."
They caught me in the porta potty waiting for someone to shit in my mouth. No, I just turned around and like I realized like, holy shit, I'm never gonna be able to find my people. And I remember like reaching a point where like. I don't think I'd ever been that drunk, and I was just kind of stumbling around like, I'm gonna die in this field or something. And luckily one of them was tall as fuck. I found them, and then I just remember getting there, and that's the last thing. And then they said, at like almost immediately, I drank a little bit of one of the beers, and I, for some reason, tried to fill it back up with the other one, and I just dropped them both all over my pants, and then I fell down, and then I, like, the whole concert, I was just, like, dancing in front of them, like, they said it looked like I was struggling to stand, and I was just like, and I just woke up the next day and was like, no, like, no, God, no, like, what happened? And, yeah, that was the end of it. And I never had sex with any of them. So.
All you did was
not even your tall guy friend.
Yeah.
Nope. I did the Pee Wee Herman for 4 hours. Yeah.
4 hours?
Really gay.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So, anyways, to commemorate that event, you should really get a Mr. Impala poster.
Yeah.
That could be cool. You should check out after this that site though. You might find some fogey band that you like.
Nice.
Fogey band?
Yeah.
Or, you know, yeah, like Fish or something.
Okay, I have to ask that.
I'm a huge fan
why
of
are
Fish.
why are all the black guys super purple in these pictures? It's
just the style. Well, yeah, I bought the Kamasi Washington one. Yeah, it's the style. Because they're all like blues posters. And, you know, like those little black guy raisins.
Yeah, the California raisins.
No, I'm looking here at these posters, and why are all the black guys? They all have like giant, like Walt Disney.
I'm just gonna
lips.
hope that this artist is black.
Yeah,
is why I bought that.
Like it was a style choice when Jay-Z did the Story of OJ music video, and he did it like racist caricatures of black people because that was the style of the video, and it was okay when he did it. But this isn't okay. I'm looking at these here. I don't know if these
How do we know that?
Right. Well, I mean, okay. Well, my favorite one.
These are like concert posters and stuff.
The absolute last picture should be the one you should have on your wall. I would fucking love that shit.
This is one of the ones I bought. He does accidentally look a lot like Thanos in this picture, like the rings and being purple. But I don't know. We don't have to talk about that website anymore. I just was.
Voodoo.
Yeah, these are a lot of bands that I don't.
Like you should get this one, Poob. That one's great.
Rock and roll poster extravaganza.
It's his face. I don't know why.
One just
there's
says
some
vote.
cool ones though.
Where'd you get the?
There's some like they're like really detailed. Like I've seen them in person. They look good. They look really good.
The band or the fucking poster?
The poster. I haven't seen any of these fucking bands in person. There's one that's a Steve Martin, like his musical act, which is kind of funny.
What's your favorite like early rock band? How about this? What's your favorite like 1960s rock song? You know, like early rock.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe the Mamas and the Papas or something.
Oh, I know. Yeah, the California Dreamin'. That song fucking slaps. I like that song a lot.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I always
the skies are gray.
My parents like when I was a kid, my mom really liked fucking like Tom Waits. The like Andy heard that the guy with the raspy voice.
Mr. Bucket. Yeah,
Mr. Bucket, I'm coming back. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, and like ELO, and then my dad and my brother were super into like Metallica and all heavy metal. And also somehow outcast.
Are we talking like good Metallica, or are we talking like Enter Sandman era Metallica?
I'm hopefully good Metallica.
Yeah, like early.
Yeah,
1980s
my dad
Metallica.
He tried to take me to a concert when I was in like 3rd grade, and it was like at 11 p.m. an hour away on a school night, and we got halfway there, and he's like, "This isn't responsible." And to this day, he's like, "I regret not taking."
Yeah, why didn't he take? Were you being a little shit in the car? Is that was the?
No, I was a well-behaved kid. For the most part, I think he was just like, man, maybe I shouldn't take my little kid to a Metallica concert.
No, he was like, I'm gonna go see Metallica. This is gonna be cool. And he's like, I'm showing up with this fucking dweeb in the passenger seat.
Yeah. I was like, I have my glasses on. I'm like, hi, Dad. I'm so excited. He's like, I'm not gonna get any pussy here.
He was ready to show up, and you were like, oh, my glasses broke, and then you fixed it with white tape in the middle, and you were like, I'm getting kind of cold, and so you like buttoned the top button of your fucking your button-up shirt, and you had
ointments.
Oh, it's cold. I brought this salve for my elbows, getting eczema, and then you had your pin protector and everything. And he was like, "This guy's gonna get fucking torn apart at this concert. And I don't want it to happen in front of my own eyes."
Good way if you wanted to kill me off, just throw me into the mosh pit.
If only he knew what kind of guy you were with the Tame Impala thing, you would have.
Yeah, he would have been like, "Here's a beer, son."
Yeah. Here's a beer. Why don't you go get lost somewhere?
I'll meet you back here in an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're 9 now. You're ready.
You know what song I've been into recently? It's a very progressive song. It's called Lola by the Kinks. You listen to that song?
Have to look it up to see I'm really bad with like song titles and stuff.
Oh no, it's a great song.
Let me hear it. I don't know. It's just a stupid sounding name.
No, it's a great song. It's about this guy that meets a trans woman.
Oh wait, I've heard this song. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I hate this song.
No, that song's great. I love it because he keeps talking about this sensual woman with such a strong grip.
Is that what it is?
And yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
breasts of a woman in the hands of a man.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah, big beautiful balls.
Balls of
Adam's apple bigger than mine.
That is. When was this made?
That's what's so funny about it. It's such like lyrically, it seems like something that would be more from the 80s. Maybe this is made like fucking 1969 or something. Like it's such a. Back then, you get lynched for making a song like that if these guys weren't from England.
All right.
Yeah, these guys were from anywhere else, they would have gotten their asses kicked. But
England, the most progressive.
It is. Country. Yeah, it's super progressive place. Have you seen that? You seen that movie Scum? No, it's about like this English reform school that they were fucking hell over there. You do like one little fuck up and they'd put you in these reform schools, which really wasn't reform schools. It was like, oh, you got caught stealing some bread because, you know, I don't know. I'm acting like this is feudal England. Yeah, it's not. This is like 1970s England.
Oh.
It's you got caught stealing something. They'd send you to these reform schools, which was basically just like gang schools where it was just like fucking gang. And so the kids would just get even worse in there because they would have to like fucking stab a couple kids with ice picks in order to make it,
get initiated,
in order to not get raped. And this movie is about that. This kid takes the fall for his brother. His younger brother does like a crime, and he like covers for him and says like, I did it. And so he gets sent off, and he's a good kid. But in order to survive in the like reformatory school, he just ends up being the monster they think he is. And so he fucking puts a billiard ball in a sock and just beats the shit out of like 4 guys. And he fucking like ends up raping one and fucking smashing some kids into a porcelain sink. And he's just like, hey, whatever it fucking takes to make it, man. It's a brutal ass movie. And then the worst part about it is like 70s, right? And they treat all the black kids like not even secondary citizens, because prisoners are secondary citizens. But these are black prisoner kids. So they're just like 3rd, 4th class people.
Yeah, scum under my shoe.
Yeah, the billiard balls that he uses to beat the shit out of those kids. These black kids are playing pool, and he just walks up and takes their billiard ball and walks out of there. And the kids are like, Hey
Damn,
man,
dude, you took the cue ball. What the fuck?
you didn't have to give him like a. You didn't have to give him a racist accent. You didn't.
Yeah, they were.
Shit. What do you
Honestly,
mean?
they were British, so they took my foot and ball, mate.
Yeah, they were just they were
just how
British
kids
black kids.
talk.
They were just like,
Yeah, you didn't
mate, you fucking took my ball.
You took my ball. And fucking Poob comes out. Yeah, motherfucker.
Dude,
it's like,
what are you talking about?
My ball ass fucking white crack ass motherfucker.
That's how kids talk. I was just doing a kid voice.
I killed a little 8-year-old kid.
Yeah. So that whole story, I just spit everywhere. That whole story was basically just bribe that racist thing out of Poob's mouth. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, it was all a setup.
You got me. I'm the racist.
The sting operation is complete. That's the end.